Now, the next step, the only thing missing right now is we want to kind of bevel these hard edges, and we also want to add the runes here. Let's see about the bevel first. So this is the final result that we want to bevel. Now the way we're gonna bevel these edges is by using an operator called. Now the way we're gonna be beveling these hard edges is using a poly bevel. And poly bevel has the ability to ignore flat edges, so all these edges we really don't want them to be considered for the beveling, so let's turn that on. Let's say the angle, for it to be considered flat, you can consider an angle based on, I don't know, maybe 25 is enough, and or maybe more, maybe 40 would be enough. And let's set the distance to 0.005, so it's really small, and we don't want it to be a chamfer, we want it to be round with a bit more subdivisions. And as you can see, these edges are flat, so they're not being chamfered. These as well. So everything is looking good. Let's turn off the allow vertex splits. Sometimes it helps. This helps stabilize the result, so you have to give it a try. And finally, let's create some normals for this new surface. Normal. And let's say the angle is 30 degrees. Shift W. And yeah, it's looking nice. Now, this is basically the head without the runes. The runes is something that we're going to be adding after. So it's a typical workflow, Houdini workflow is to, whenever you're finished a certain part of the process, you add a null operator. Right click, type null. A null, as the name implies, it's basically nothing. It has no manifestation whatsoever on the 3D space. It's just something that we use to organize our network view, essentially. So you type out in caps, hammer head. Now the reason why we type caps is because if you're going to go through a list of operators, whatever starts with caps is going to be on top of that list. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's going to come in handy later on. I'm going to get rid of this poly wire, do some maintenance here and organizing stuff. So remember, we can select all these, Alt A and click and drag down. Here the same thing, Alt A, click and drag down, so they're perfectly aligned. I'm gonna get this a bit closer to this side, keep this going straight. Holding A, click and drag down. I think this has good enough readability for us to continue to work. Let's just grab these, A, click and drag down, and maybe pull them down a bit. Yeah, I think this is organized enough.